tea.
No, that's booze.
Ah, I see. Not tea.
Hello and welcome to Not Tea, but not movies either.
It's naughty,
this is
but it is naughty.
podcast, not a beverage. And we like to talk about movies and write fake movies. And I'm Sean.
I'm Eric.
I'm Summer.
And welcome back to Not Movies. As Sean was saying, we make up movies. We write them as best we can. Or
I already said
No.
that. I was waiting for our guests to say their
Okay.
names.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who cares about us?
Eric.
Who
Who are
cares
you
about
guys?
us?
We already saw them. They're old hats. They were here last week.
You know them.
Yeah.
You know
We're
them. You
old
love
friends
them.
now.
The LMAYAQ
It's
I'm
boys.
LMAYAQ's producer, EJ.
And I'm LMAYAQ host, Anthony.
All right.
And is there a
Ow.
LMAYAQ demon here too?
I hope so.
Ha-cha-cha-cha.
Yes!
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
We got a demon. Oh, I love a demon. We should have the demon make up this movie. There's probably a lot of movies that come out of hell.
Yeah.
Anybody who's ever been in a movie, going to hell. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
What about like the Christian, movies?
They go twice.
Like
Mel
Mother
Gibson?
Teresa in
I
a
thought you were-
documentary.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson's, he's pretty popular down here, actually. He's,
Yeah, I bet he is.
People really like that guy.
He's one of the good ones.
Fine
Yeah, they're
work.
just waiting.
Oh, boy.
Nice.
That demon.
See you guys later, real soon, like ha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Can't wait.
All right. Well, we've got a short episode today. Does anyone have any short ideas we could do, or do you want to go around and say a word and make a title? We could write about a short
Ooh.
person. We like to say random words.
Well, I like saying random words. Let's say random words.
All right.
Okay.
So now you have to think of your word first before anybody
got
says their word. You've already got your word. Okay.
Me
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
Got one.
All right. It's going to take me 30 or 40 minutes.
Let's sit here
Give me-
quietly.
Okay. Okay. I've got mine.
Yeah.
Do you have yours?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's say them in order of who thought of them first. So, Anthony, you go first.
Raunchy.
Okay. EJ?
Violet.
What was it?
Violet?
Violet.
Violet.
Raunchy Violet. Oh, man.
Mine is a lad.
Mine was Monsters.
Mine's change.
Change.
Okay. So now how do we proceed?
Raunchy,
So-
Violet, lad, monster change. Is that correct?
So now we have to put it
Monsters, I
together.
think it was.
Monsters, but yeah.
Or monster. Yeah, we can be a little bit loose with it.
Yeah.
And since we don't normally do 5 things, so maybe we could throw one word out if we want to.
Okay.
And add in a small word
Sure.
if we need
Yeah.
of the two,
Yeah.
Yeah.
etc.
Like,
Oh, I see.
what about
small word,
what about
as you
what
call
about
them.
instead of lad and monsters we pluralize so it's monster lads? I don't know.
That I think that's totally doable.
I'm
I
just
love it.
just throwing it
I'm
out
into
there.
it.
Okay,
I like
so
monster lads.
what is it? The raunchy Violet monster? No, what was yours, Summer?
Change.
Need to change? No. That's the premise. That's what I'm offering up is like the
Yeah.
log line of the movie is the title of the movie. Violet, raunchy Violet monster lads need to change. They're too
Maybe there is,
violent.
like,
All right,
gross.
They're
why don't we
too
do one more
raunchy.
round?
All
Well,
right.
let's say, like,
No,
I got
this is
something.
perfect.
Yeah, you
Okay.
got these
think through
raunchy
this.
monsters
All right.
who their violet clothes got dirty because they're up to some antics, and so they need to wash their clothes. So they need to get change in order
How'd
to
they
wash
get
their
dirty?
clothes.
Were they being raunchy?
They were being raunchy.
Filthy.
These young lads.
You know how
Monster
young lads
lads.
can be.
Do you think monsters, like their natural resting place, is raunchy?
Yeah, I feel like it's their bread and butter. I feel like it's what they get up in the morning for, you know? It's to be raunchy. And sorry, I was confused. I thought you were saying violent. And I was like,
That would make
this...
more sense, but violet is what I said.
Yeah, it's violent. And we got to go with the
No,
truth.
no, don't change it. Don't change it. I think
Don't
violet,
you change.
you know, I like it. I like
Okay,
it.
Okay, so they could either be, well, they could either
Maybe they're
be
just purple
violet monsters
monsters.
in the sense that they eat violets, or that they're colored violet.
Maybe they
Ooh.
live
Oh,
in the
I kind of
violet
like
fields.
purple people eaters.
Okay.
Are they
All
purple
right.
people eaters?
Well, I mean, they're violet raunchy monsters, but I mean,
Violet
like it's.
raunchy
But if you know one, you kind of know the other.
You raunchy violet monster.
I'm picturing them
I think I
voiced
have a
by
new
like
pet name.
Danny DeVito.
Oh, we're already in the casting now. Danny
why not?
DeVito.
I
I
don't
mean,
even know what they're doing yet.
But
but
I'm
you know
picturing them voiced
raunchy
as
and you know
that.
monster.
Yeah,
Monster
so
lad and raunchy.
Danny DeVito
Danny
is
DeVito.
obvious.
Danny DeVito for sure.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm totally
okay.
on board with him. Is he a raunchy Violet monster lad?
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
main one, probably.
All right. Okay. He is a violent, raunchy monster lad.
Yeah, I mean,
So
And
what's the
does-
change?
Does he have other
Okay,
lads?
okay. What if they need to go to like reform school
For being because they're
this
too
is-
because
raunchy.
they need to change
This is perfect. Yes.
But why?
Because I
because
don't know.
they have to fit into society.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
they're
think
not in their own monster
monsters
society?
have lived among. Okay, this I'm just saying facts that we're all aware of now. Monsters have lived among us in society for many, many years. This is not any news to anybody. But now, like, our movie is stretching the premise that we didn't know about them, and now that society is becoming aware of them, they need to like fit in. We're like, you can live here. We're not going to kill you all, or like, you know. Whatever, but we're gonna make you go to reform school.
Okay, and
See,
what
I
if
was-
they're actually
I
like?
was-
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I was thinking, I had the same thought that it was reform school, but I was wondering, and this might be totally wrong, but I was wondering the exact opposite thing, that because they're all in a monster world, and I was wondering if they had to go to reform school because they're not raunchy enough.
That's kind of what I
launch
was
'em up.
thinking.
Oh, you were thinking that too?
Yeah.
I like that,
That
too.
might be better.
I thought they were learning to be raunchy at the
It's-
run.
Yeah, yes, they're learning to be raunchy.
And if that's the case, then I feel like Danny DeVito needs to be like the instructor.
Maybe
of
he's the
class.
headmaster.
Like,
Okay,
yes.
okay, hold on. What if their monsters sort of cachet is tied to their raunchiness and how well respected they are, and their
Again,
color
stating facts.
and their
Yeah.
color is also tied to that. So they're violet, and everyone's making fun of them because they're like the tamest monsters
Yes.
out there.
They're the
not
pansy
yeah.
raunchy
monsters.
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, you want to be red or green or
Yeah,
whatever.
you're not
Yeah,
a monster
yeah.
until you're like shit brown. Then you're a monster. But Violet doesn't do it at all.
So
Violet's
that'll
not
be the
cutting it.
change as well as watching them turn into shit brown raunchy monsters.
Yeah, maybe they'll like they'll get a splotch. Like one of them gets a really ugly splotch, and they're like, "Oh, you're looking brown today."
I think we should, I just want to. I want to avoid. I just want to throw it out there. I want to avoid looking brown
Oh,
as
right,
like
you're
a
right,
thing.
you're right. Obviously,
you know?
yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yes, you're
what if
right.
though ultimately you find out that being violet is okay? Like, you know,
Yeah.
maybe they want them to be shit brown or whatever. But eventually you find out that violet's fine, and it starts a whole violet school for violet monsters who can be violet or pink or fuchsia.
I don't like the message.
You don't like the message? Conform.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's a fine idea.
What if raunchy monster society is crumbling because they're too raunchy, and then they do realize that they need a spectrum of raunchiness within their monstrosities?
How raunchy is too raunchy?
I
Where's
also
the line?
really want them to say the words raunchy monster as much as possible.
Yes, raunchy
You raunchy
monster
monster.
sounds amazing.
It's going to be stuck in my head for a
Raunchy
week.
monster lads.
raunchy monster. It's
Where are the
Raunchy violent
ladies?
monster lads need to change.
What about the ladies?
Oh well, yeah, we're just focusing mostly on these ones for I guess the title, but there can
I was
definitely
just going
be
with
ladies.
lad being already a part of the like lineup of things.
Well, maybe at some point in this movie they meet some ladies.
Some raunchy lady monsters?
yeah, there's
Some
definitely
raunchy
some
ladies.
raunchy monster ladies for
I
sure.
mean, add a Y on lad. What do you got? Just
Laddie.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe the ladies are the raunchiest. Maybe they're teaching
Oh,
it.
maybe they're
the-
teaching the class.
Also,
Yeah,
we
maybe
we
that's
don't
just the
know
class.
monster society. Maybe lad and monster is like
Gender
people.
neutral?
Gender neutral.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
you know.
true.
Okay.
All right, but there's a lot of raunch. They're all raunchy. They're all super raunchy,
Well,
right?
Anthony, let
The
me ask
raunchy
you a question.
monsters.
Go ahead.
Describe the raunch that we're dealing with. Give me some raunch. I want to hear from you. What kind of raunch we're dealing with?
Do you think it's like big butt plugs, or do you think it's something like not that raunchy? Or raunchier? Is that not enough? Maybe that's just like that's the violet level raunch. Is butt plugs. And if you want to get
Oh.
really raunchy, it definitely involves like yo-yos and birds and like really weird stuff.
What if
And that's
the opening?
hamsters.
raunchy.
What if, I'm going to pitch something. What if the opening of the movie is you get the sort of like idea that you're dealing with the raunchy monster lads, and you're not you don't know that these are the violet raunchy monster lads. You're just like, oh my god, these monsters are fucking raunchy, and then the movie pulls back. And they get like called into the dean's office, and they're like, you boys need to like shape up and get raunchier, and you're like, raunchier? These monsters are out of control.
I like that.
So the
but
audience is like, this is fucking raunchy when they're sitting there.
I'm
Like
just
the
afraid.
same thought occurs to all of them.
Yes.
I'm very
ahead.
afraid that we watched that terrible puppet movie,
That was bad.
The Happy Time Murders, and like
was
that
it
was
terrible?
just raunchy for the sake of being raunchy, and
Right.
it was so poorly done that like even we didn't finish that movie.
But what I would argue is that the message of our movie is you gotta be raunchy. So that's the point of what they're doing.
Right, but like we can't
All right.
we
But
can't
then,
hit,
we,
we
but then
can't
at the
hit
end
it
we
too
find
hard.
out. But then you remember at the end we find out that you need some
We
people
need a
in society who are non-raunchy as well.
Violence.
We can't hit them too hard in the beginning because I don't want to turn people off. So they
Yeah, like you know,
I
open
say
well,
up
pull
a
I
back
mean,
from
launch
right,
butt
pad.
but, like,
plugs
I
and
think-
maybe do like farting in elevators or something like that. You know,
Right.
like
Or
you don't
even
need to
if
go
it's
so
like
extreme right away.
stuff you're comfortable with, which is like the raunchiness of like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So, like-
But it ends with butt plugs.
Right.
It ends
Where-
with butt plugs.
Sure,
And
we
yo-yos
could get
and
up to
birds.
that.
Where you're
And more
watching it.
fluids. I think there needs to be more fluids.
So also,
Yeah, it's
what
like a
is this
Jackson
movie
Pollock.
Gets raunchier,
rated?
yeah.
I say this
What?
is a
Jenko?
rated R movie.
Okay,
Nah, let's go. No rated. Not rated.
so it's animated.
And not rated.
Animated and not rated is the
All
tagline.
right. Oh no.
There we go.
Animated,
I
not
want
rated.
people in foam monster suits. I want Danny DeVito and just like his face is painted a little bit.
Like yo gabba gabba. Yo
yeah,
gabba
like Yo
gabba.
Gabba Gabba.
Yo,
but,
Gabba Gabba.
but the holes are cut out for faces and you just paint them.
I want him to have a nipple piercing that's attached to a Prince Albert.
Oh, God.
That's great.
And it's not
In the
his
suit.
Prince
It's
Albert.
in the suit. Yes.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And we lost.
And that's
half
not
the
raunchy
audience.
enough. That's the beginning. Oh, no, we're not going with that. We're starting less raunchy, right? We're going with farts.
I think
Maybe
like,
I don't know.
I think there's also like, you know how in Harry Potter and Hogwarts they teach like Defense Against the Dark Arts and they teach stuff with magic. I think in Monster Reform School or Monster whatever school,
Reform school.
it's like this is vomit class, and it's just like
Totally.
here's the materials you need. You're working with vomit. How creative can you be? Like it's sort of like in,
I mean, yeah, you
and
gotta learn
also
the
like
basics
in
and then- yeah.
Monsters Inc. It's like, oh, how creative can your scare be? Well, it's
Right.
like you're garbage monsters and you're working with vomit, and it's like that's like how you get a better grade. It's like
Yeah, they
how-
swallow like
Right.
a whole pound of sprinkles, rainbow sprinkles, and then like eat a bunch of dog food, and then they throw that up, and that's very creative.
yeah, it's like forming art. Yeah,
And then okay, and then one of them throws up on another one, and then they're like, "Oh yeah," and then like it becomes like the next level.
They
and
all
it ends up
graduate,
with-
and all their colors change at one time.
It's all shot. It's all done in one shot. And by the end of the movie, it's like the camera slowly gets covered, like some kind of a concept art painting, like Jackson Pollocking over the camera over and over again until it's covered and you can't see anything, and then the credits come down over the shit brown.
All right. And thank you for listening to Not Movie.
Wow.
Those are our credits.
I want the people in the audience to like be like after like the credits come, they're like, is it done? What the hell did I just watch?
All right. That's our movie.
Awesome. Great job
So
once again, guys. Thank you
It's
for coming
the
on.
Thank you.
Raunchy. What was the title one more time?
Raunchy Violet Monster Lads Need to Change.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Nice.
All
Yeah.
right.
They
Beautiful.
need to change.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
tell us once again where we can find more of you guys and your quality content.
We're both from Let Me Ask You a Question, the podcast. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, all those fun places. You can also find it over on moot.tv. That's a website. And we're on LMAYAQ Pod on all social medias. Feel free to drop in, check out any of our podcasts on moot.tv too. We'd appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'll
Awesome.
post all the links, and so you can just go click those.
And
I love
Sean's
it.
been on our show a bunch of times, so check out some of those episodes.
Yeah. And
Yes,
you'll
please
have
do.
and wait for some upcoming episodes with me and Eric. Or one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's going to get raunchy.
It's gonna happen.
Gonna get raunchy.
All right.
The
Thank you.
raunchy episode. All right.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.